Many thanks for joining us this morning. This is City Stand, and I'm Michael Adekunle. We appreciate all the viewers all over the world for staying glued to this channel. We say thank you for your support. We appreciate every one of you. Today, the 20th of March, 2025. Yeah. What's up? What's up today? Still the ongoing crisis in River State. The crisis rocking River State. The declaration of state of emergency in that state by the president of the nation, Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. There are politicians in Nigeria knocking Tinubu as regards the declaration of emergency in River State, while we have some applauding the president for a job well done. All right, the Attorney General of the Federation, Latif Fagbemi, if I'm not making a mistake, is also speaking on this issue. The senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, spoke yesterday on Channels Television as regards the declaration of state of emergency in River State. Likewise, our respondents this morning, I'm sure they'll be talking about it because before the commencement of this program, they were deliberating, debating, arguing uh, what is going on in arguing the serious issue going on in River State. How are you doing? Good morning to you, sir.
My name is Comrade Adegoye Adeju.
Comrade Adedoyin Adedoyin. All right, you're welcome on the program. I am still gonna call you. All right, let me just quickly deal with what we have here on the front pages of our papers, the Leadership newspaper and the Vanguard newspaper. Mr. Vincent, good morning to you. How are you doing? You're welcome on the
Good
program.
morning, our global audience, good morning, our esteemed viewers, the diaspora. I say good morning to every one of you. And our Muslim brothers also, I'll say happy fasting, happy Ramadan. The whole essence of it will not be defeated in our lives in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you so much, Mr. Vincent. Now to what we have on the front page of these papers, the Vanguard newspaper. The Vanguard newspaper. Emergency rule in rivers. Emergency rule in rivers. Federal government governors disagree. Pages 8, 9, and 10 of this paper. Federal government governors disagree over the president's decision in River State. Wike has no role in political crisis, says AGF, that's the Attorney General of the Federation, alleges Fubara teleguided militants to blow up pipelines. Tinubu can't appropriate such powers to himself. That's what the former River State Governor Amechi has said here on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. No justification for states of emergency, says Senator Dixon. And we have other people talking about this ongoing issue. Your action unconstitutional. Your action unconstitutional. Who is telling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu this? The Nigeria Bar Association. Tinubu's action is unconstitutional. That's what the Nigeria Bar Association has said this morning. It's unwarranted. Premeditated attack on rivers, says opposition. Unwarranted. Premeditated attack on rivers, says oppositions in the states and in the country as a whole. All right, we have NLCCUC telling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to reverse emergency rule. Is that going to be possible? Can the president reverse his decision on Rivers State? All right, don't forget that we now have a sole administrator in that state that will be ruling for the next 6 months. The first 6 months, Ibas will be ruling River State for the next 6 months. All right, so sports on front page of Vanguard 2026 World Cup race. 2026 World Cup race. 3 points against Rwanda, non-negotiable, says Super Eagles. Now to the Leadership newspaper, which is the last paper we'll be reading this morning. Thank you so much. I can see comments in the comment section. Please, I'm still going to read your comments. Just simply tell us where you are watching us from. State it right in the comment section. I will read it. We appreciate all of you for your support, for staying glued to the channel. Thank you so much. All right, troops kill 10 terrorists. Rescue 101 in Katsina, Zamfara. Troops kill 10 terrorists Rescue 101 in Katsina and Zamfara. Federal government defends emergency role in Rivers State. You can see it on the front page of the leadership newspaper. Federal government defending emergency role in Rivers State. This can be seen on page 4 of the leadership newspaper. Many fear dead in Abuja tanker explosion. You can go to page 6 to see this, and you can see the picture of the tanker right on the front page of the leadership newspaper. Scenes of CNG tanker explosion by Karu Bridge in Nyanya area of Abuja yesterday. You can see it right on the front page of the leadership newspaper. It's right here on the front page of leadership newspaper. All right, on to the next one. Plots on seats Agbebaku as Edo Speaker Tickings. We have another one. Price hike likely as Dangote resumes sale of petrol in dollars. Dangote has now resumed sale of petrol in dollars. Let's see how Kunle will react to this this morning. Please permit me to just allow this young man to speak on the platform this morning. He's from the Revolution movement, if I'm not making a mistake, right?
I'm a comrade.
He's a comrade, and also
Comrade Adedoyin Adejubu.
comrade Adedoyin Adejuju. Let me quickly acknowledge the presence of our esteemed viewers on the platform this morning. We have Andrew Ogunjimi watching us from the United Kingdom. We say thank you so much for joining us this morning, Andrew Ogunjimi. That's an esteemed viewer on the platform. We have Frank Prince. Frank has resumed. Frank Prince. Can everybody say hi to Frank Prince? Oh yes, good Frank. Frank Prince is what come.
I'm pretty. We are here now.
You have a time to tell.
Oh, now Frank Prince, I said make we greet. This is a person that said he will not follow the page again or watch us because I didn't read his message. And he has resumed this morning.
I can go the message 24 hours. Their message must be read on this platform. If not, we will protest. We can carry placards. Yes, confirm.
But see, you need to calm down.
comrade.
You know, say not be every. I not be God. I not be say all the messages. These are ways to say you go protest. But Frank Prince send just send like 50 messages or 100 this morning. I'm going to read it. All right. All right, not exempting Taiwo Lawal in the United Kingdom as well. He is here with us this morning, Taiwo Lawal. Thank you so much. Not Taiwo. Which one is Taiwo? Ordinary Taiwo.
No, he's a Taiwo. I gave him that name, Taiwo.
Ordinary. Is it? Are you talking about ordinary? Yeah, that was ordinary Taiwo. This is Taiwo Lawal. Taiwo Lawal is watching us from the United Kingdom. We have Abdul Ghani. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Netherlands, all the way from Netherlands. What am I talking about? Unamdi Owanusi. Thank you so much for joining us. Good morning. MJ is also here with us this morning. Thank you so much. I don't see somebody here. Should I announce this person's name? I'm coming before announcing the person. Let me quickly greet Roland. Roland is watching us from Germany. Thank you so much. Should I announce this person? Somebody is here. King Harry.
I mentioned the name. I mentioned the name. The king himself. I mentioned the name. I mentioned
I don't get power this morning.
The king himself. Good morning to you.
And do you know what
The king of the palace. God bless you, brother.
And do you know what
The king of the palace, the real palace, the palace that will know, the palace that will know. Good morning to you all. My king, the palace king.
Calm down.
I'm not fine with
I'm not fine with.
I'm preaching the palace king.
He asked a question. He said, are we up to 8 this morning here?
We are
more than 8. But the king has done something. Thank you for everybody.
The palace palace king.
Palace of the palace.
The palace of the palace. Many palaces in one palace. You control all. God bless your life forever.
No. Oluwa, where they wear look to the here. Oluwa want to enter my this.
No, I'm trying to leave.
Bro, Lucky leave Oluwa. Oluwa, you don't know what Oluwa is doing here. Oluwa is important here. Oluwa, the palace of the palace.
The palace of the palace say we should be happy and God will make you happy forever.
We celebrate you. We celebrate you.
Thank you.
Okay, have we greet our sister? Queen Esther. Have you done this morning?
Our queen, we are going to greet her. Oh, our queen. Our queen.
You know the queen we are talking about?
The queen.
Do you know Queen Esther?
The queen of Citizen.
Let me know.
Egbe afuere. Egbe kifuere. Eso brand on your turn on your. Our queen. We occupy the palace because of God.
That's true.
Thank you so much.
Special
All right, special appreciation to Queen Esther as well. We appreciate you, Queen Esther, on the platform. Thank you so much. She watches us from Netherlands every day. She doesn't miss the program. Queen Esther, we say thank you on this platform. Also to King Henry, who has blessed everybody this morning. Sorry, don't let me indict myself. Who has blessed some of us this morning? We say thank you to you, King Henry. God bless you. We will continue to increase you in all ways. All right, we quickly need to move down to what we have this morning. What do we have? Oh, sorry, I've read it. I've read the papers. So sorry about that. Comrade, you welcome on our program this morning. You've not been granted an opportunity, to speak on the state of the nation. I'm not just talking about state of the nation, state of the situation in Rivers State. You were here yesterday and 2 days ago, but there was no chance for you to speak. What can you say about what is going on in the in Rivers State? Sorry about it.
Well, I think at this point, it's my view in this platform this morning is somebody ruling us in this country, Mr. Jagaba, which is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Everybody is not happy. As of yesterday, I'm hearing your son saying that this is the best ever president. Seyi Tinubu was saying that. I want Seyi Tinubu to go and share a questionnaire in University of Lagos and get the view of the student paying 200,000 naira. They are paying 200,000 naira as school fees of University of Lagos now. And you are saying your father is the best ever president in the history of Nigeria. I want to say this to the world. Mr. President, take your loan. We don't want student loan again. We turn our school fees back to 50,000 naira in Unilag. Now, let me go back to Rivers State. What is happening in Rivers State now is the divine hand of God. Yes. The problem between Wike and Fubara. Who brought Fubara? Is it not Wike? But why we got cause disagreement between two of them? Because God wants to intervene in Nigeria's situation. What we are seeing now is the call for 2027 election. Sir, emergency will not be for only cause for Rivers State alone. So many states is going on emergency. This man is already ruling, Abi. He's spending 4 years of my own life. Let me be sincere with all Nigerians listening to me all over the world this morning. Jagaba is spending 4 years of my life subtracted. And if you are not ruling very well for the 4 years of my life subtracted, already Buhari has spent 8 years of my life subtracted. Now you are spending another 4 years. 4 years added to that one. If you are not doing well, we are going to talk. I'm a Yoruba man. I voted for you, sir. I voted for you. I carry placard. 4 years is going on. Everybody is lamenting. It's not well with Nigeria. It's not well at this point. I want you to share questionnaire in all places in Lagos State. Go to Ogba, go to Oshodi, go and ask how people are taking transportation. How much are they collecting as salary? This is wickedness in high places. It's only churches that is sharing food. Your government only share food in the mosque. Many people are not seeing food. See, at this point, me, I'm not praying that river problem should solve. Me, I'm not praying because my prayer every day is that God expose every people that are not making us to happen in this land. People are dying. Go to Info. See, it's even Lagos here. You can walk around to see cash. Go to other states. People are dying of hunger. Sir, do you know what just happened in Costain? Do you know that so many houses are being collapsed in Costain recently? Some of them are living on that song. Go to Costain. I don't know how long you guys have gone to Costain. Let me expose that on social media. Something is happening in Costain. Millions, thousands of houses are being destroyed. Now, do you know that even the way Lagos is going, if you don't understand, Lagos has been shared. So many people will be displaced as time goes on because of the new Lagos that is coming up. So people are not even preparing for that. So cross river problem is the handwork of God. It's not the handwork of man. The next president of Nigeria will emerge. Something will happen between now 2027. It's going to shock the world. So for cross river problem, anybody's for river place, anybody crying that no, it's handwork of what is your prayer that is working. I want to tell all Nigerians at home, is the prayer you are praying that is working now.
Are you telling us that the election that brought in Fubara wasn't transparent enough? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
It's not that it's not transparent alone.
It's not credible enough.
It's not that something must happen.
Was he a selected governor?
Something must happen for revolution to start. People have been looking for a way to express their grievance. See, at this point, do you know why so many youth are taking Colorado, taking drugs and all those things? Since coronavirus epidemic to SARS epidemic, people have been depressed. Yes. So many people are now going into different kind of alcoholic drinks. People are confused. Sir, do you know that dreams are dying? Yes. Dreams Adejubu is saying it to the world. Dream is dying in Nigeria. Dying. Vision is dying. The plan that people have for their children is not coming to reality. Do you know that so many girls now? Let me expose this to the world. And after this, I will end my statement. Do you know that many girls in institution right now, they are going into prostitution because they want to pay their school fees? Or because you brought a loan. We don't want the loan again. Take the loan. Take your loan. Let's go back to our former way of paying our school fees. Many girls are going into prostitution to pay school fees. When you have 4 kids in school, in universities, you are paid 200,000 naira in federal universities. And how much is your income? And you want to give your children quality education. And you say, comrade should not talk this money. I voted for you, Jagaba. What you are seeing as a film in Rivers, I pray to not generate like NSAS. I pray it will not generate like NSAS. I'm just giving you an insight of spiritual realm. You are fed up. Sir, do you know the amount you met for? Look at the amount we started paying immediately you enter. Ordinary order here. Do you know how much they are paying for house rent? How much is their salary? Look at average Nigeria. How much is their salary? How much is house rent? Some people are trekking. If you watch in Lagos State now, people are buying bicycle to drive to work. Bicycle no one lossy bicycle. Are we going backward or we are moving forward? If this continue to go on, there will be a time your spirituality will not owe anybody again. I'm telling you what this comment is telling you this morning. The signal you are seeing at this point is that your spirituality that you've been using to suppress everybody is not working anymore. Otin Suko.
All right, thank you so much.
And I want everybody to prepare 2027. See, the SDP you are seeing that is scattering is for somebody. And that person, I will give a little revelation about it. It's for former vice president of this country. It's for former vice president of this country. Destiny will speak. He will come back and become president. The SDP is not for Egufai. It's for a former vice president of this country. It's going to shock the world. I will not mention that vice president now, but it's going to emerge and it's going to win. It's going to go for one time. The spirituality is dying. Thank you, man.
SDP is not for Erufai, but for the former vice president of the country.
I will not mention that name of vice president.
From the south or from the north?
He's from the southwest.
Okay. If you are wise enough, you should understand who he's talking about and where he's going.
There will be a northerner that will shock him as vice.
I will give you pure water this morning.
It's going to be, oh my God. People will vote like never before. People will do banner for this man like never before. They've tested you now, and we are seeing your hard work. Jagaba, thank you for your hard work. I appreciate you, sir. Your hard work is reflecting in everybody's life. Thank you, sir. I celebrate you, Mr. President.
All right, thank you.
I make comment Adedoyin Adejubu. Blessed to the world. Adedoyin Adejubu.
Thank you so much, comrade. I really appreciate you this morning. I appreciate you for coming this morning. All right, viewers, we'll be giving our respondents the opportunity to express their opinions, their views this morning. I won't be asking much questions this morning. And let me quickly say this. One of our viewers in the United Kingdom, Mr. Ralph by name, sent some money for drinks. So you can get drinks to just soft to calm your nerves this morning. Because the crisis in River State is affecting me. It's affecting you.
I want to be able to sleep.
No,
Anything that happens to River, the tension is too high.
I'm fine. So we need to appreciate Mr. Raf. Mr. Raf in UK. You're welcome on the program.
Oh, thank you very much for having me.
Wike has no role in the political crisis ongoing in River State. This is what the Attorney General of the Federation said to us.
I think the Attorney General of the Federation is just being economical with the truth. When we know that the gladiators of that so-called feud or the imbroglio that is currently confronting River State, he is a chief actor in the entire game. And whoever, if the Attorney General is saying that the Wike does not have a hand, he's being economical with the truth. He's not being realistic, and I don't because he sparks off of somebody who is not really. Who one should not take. Serious. You see, the problem of River State, the offshoot of everything, revolves around Wike and his acolytes. If he's coming now to tell us that Wike does not have a hand, I think that he's only trying to clothe truth in diplomatics.
He's only trying to do what?
Clothing truth in diplomatics.
Why are people criticizing the president for declaring state of emergency?
You see, I once said on this
is the man that cited political instability, violence, vandalism, and all of that in the state.
Even though,
and he declared an emergency,
even though
for his sole administrator to take over.
Even though
why the criticism?
Even though he has the executive power to so do, I don't think that Mr. President has explored the window of opportunities of consultation and engagement to some extent before he now calls for emergency rule in Rivers State. And to me, I have always said, canvassing that the emergency rule that is being brought to the fore as a result of what was going in Rivers State would have been settled with a political solution instead of just forcing an emergency rule on Rivers State. I want to believe that Mr. President was hasty in his resolve to do so. And I believe that if he had taken or explored the windows of opportunity as available to him, I think it would have been solved rather than this emergency rule. Emergency rule is an anathema to democracy. It is not a pro of democracy, and as such it should not be entertained. And it's also sending a wrong signal to other government that will come after Mr. President. When they now see that they are now becoming unpopular, they might want to jackboot and bulldoze their way by using this kind of instrumentality of office to force emergency rule in all the states that they feel that they are not popular in.
There are allegations leveled against the governor of Rivers State, Fubara, as regards the bombing of pipelines. Is it true that he really teleguided these militants to blow up pipelines?
You see, Fubara, though, no matter how good or bad a leader may be, you will still have your acolytes. Some people will still have some sympathy for you, but as maybe you are their paymaster or out of emotions. But what I want to say is that for every fire and for every smoke, there's an atom of fire. If Fubara could stoop so low to the extent that the engineering what the peoples of Rivers State or Nigeria at large have used their taxpayers' money to build and bombing it, I think it's not something I want to align with, because it smacks of that that person must have something wrong upstairs in his brain. It's not a thought through effort or point.
The blowing up of
pipeline, because it's going to take us back economically, because it will still have to come back to the taxpayers' in rebuilding it back again. I want to believe that if he does that, or he happens to have been alleged to have done it, or maybe he committed such an act, I think it is uncalled for. I don't support such an act, and it's not something that we want to celebrate Mr. Fubara for.
All right, thank you so much for your
contribution.
Let's have another person this morning on the program.
Good morning, Mr. Mike.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, I asked Mr. Vincent if similar like Fubara supported the militants in blowing up pipelines in the state.
Honestly, that yes, it's possible. That's where I fought Fubara.
Does the body language
yes,
speak about that?
yes, Mr. Mike.
The teleguided them.
Let me tell you, when you are fighting with people like this, you have to be very careful and cautious. And you have to be very smart. Even if you are throwing stone, don't let them know that you are throwing stone. What is meaning of, hey guys, don't start. When it's time, I'm going to signal. Signal to do what? And they throw and they bomb pipeline. You cannot caution them. You cannot come out. If it's somebody smarter, if you come out, I don't know anything about it. Even if it's the one that sponsor it, ordinarily coming out and deny and condemn it will have given a safe head. You cannot do something like that in a public gathering, and everybody will see it and they will attribute it with you, and you think you are doing something. That's not good. It doesn't show a sign of somebody that is loyal to his own nation. That means you are also part of problem that you are talking about. Because everybody we are blaming Wike, but what about you that because of you want to maintain a seat, you encourage bombing or destroying of pipeline? If you destroy pipeline, first of all, your community will be in danger. Everybody know the hazard of fire Fire can explode. It can. I mean, you know, you may think this is where you want to set.
Escalate.
Escalate. So to tell you that you yourself, you are over ambitious to the extent that you will not be able to, I mean, measure your government. When Wike was buying form for you, when Wike was buying form for all members of House of Assembly, something they didn't tell you. You are so obsessed with that post. Something they didn't tell you that this place I'm going, it's like I'm going to be boy to Wike. And you now came to that place, you have forgotten where you come from. You let some people to be pushing you. You are going to bump up line. You are going as if they bump that up line they bump is going to become money into their pocket automatically, or it's going to make them governor automatically. So if anybody say that maybe Fubara is aware about the bombing in that place or destroying of our pipeline, I'm not here to defend him. You may know about it.
On Tuesday night, he declared state of emergency in Rivers State. What am I talking about? The president of the country, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And their fingers pointed at the FCT minister, that's Yesom Wike, that he plays a vital role in this issue. Did Wike really engineer this? The state of emergency that was declared by the president, was it part of it?
Well, if you look at it holistically, Wike might benefit from. I mean,
or did the president just do it on his own, citing political instability?
Wike may benefit in declaring of state of emergency, because now when it's now matter of a state of emergency, it has become a black market.
No, I said, did he engineer the president to do that?
Image. That's why I'm saying, okay. You know, when they say me, I do something, they will now look at what motivates me. When am I going to benefit from it? That's where you started, measure that what can motivate the person. So I'm trying to look at from what angle can it benefit Wike. Now when it has become state of emergency, it has become black market. How they spend the money of that state now. Nobody to checkmate for the next 6 months. There's nobody, it's now become a sole administrator. So how they spend money, all the ITR inside the River State, all the allocations, everything in River State for the next 6 months now. It's now in the hand of Tinubu, Wike, and Akpabio cloning. I mean, their political dynasty. So I will not say that Wike will not be too far from, engineering Tinubu to take such decision.
All right, Nathaniel Abu in the comment section. Femi, who is in charge of guiding pipeline, federal government or state government? In all president, no gets constitutional powers. Okay, the president does not have constitutional powers to suspend an elected governor.
Let me tell you. Are we here to talking about constitutional something? Or we are talking about a crisis that has happened and the solution to it. You listened to me yesterday that this state of emergency will not solve the problem, because this is not the first time they bomb pipeline. But I realized that this morning, not that time that they have been bombing pipeline, there was no time that we saw it that a particular governor engineer bombing of the pipeline. So there is no time we can say a governor will engineer bombing of pipeline. Now, if a governor now engineering bombing of pipeline, you see the next thing for him is to declare his seat vacant for next 6 months. No, I think there are some other ways. But I'm telling you that Fubara himself is playing game and he don't know how to play the game that he's playing. Simple.
Chima, if you take Fubara to court today, can you prove that he's responsible for the pipeline vandalism? Stop saying that, sustain what
people that can substantiate. Let me tell you, from his body language, they can trace it to him. Because he didn't, let me tell you, when somebody says something and you don't caution, in your own home, when your son is doing something that is very dangerous to your home, and you don't caution him or her, if the problem happens, they will say it is you they will be responsible. Since when he had been hearing the threatening of bombing pipeline, how many times has Fubara come out and say, you, please, guy, don't try something like that?
Are you sure he's aware of this threat?
The only popular statement
aware of this threat?
Why would he aware? A governor will not aware of the threat that is coming out from that. The next thing for him is just that, boys, it's not the time. When it's time, we are going to signal. signal to do what? Let me tell you, it's both sides now that have fought. And I told you, if anything that Fubara is an angel now, I go and deal with it now. If you think Fubara don't make a mistake, if you think that Fubara doesn't, he want to play a game that he didn't know how to play, it's like somebody that went to do money rituals. You are dealing with the devil. Go and watch this man's film, Adebayo, Ilekomede. Go and see what a Susu did to that king. You are dining with the devil. When the time now request to maintain your own side, you are crying. And you should go and deal with it.
All right, to further support what you're saying, in response to what you're saying, Frank Prince is saying that Mr. Michael Fubara is very, very in hurry to be a political godfather, forgetting that someone brought in there. He could have Wike. Okay, he could have given Wike 2 years in charge. Without Wike, there is no Fubara.
No Fubara. It was Fubara that it is Wike. It is the corruption of Wike that provide Fubara. Can you anybody should come and argue with me now? Can Fubara win PDP ticket? Fubara, can he win PDP ticket? Who vote for him? He couldn't win it. So he enjoyed. Let me tell you, godfatherism is not good. Godfatherism is not good. But this is where we find ourselves. And when you want to play the game that is not good, then learn how to even play that game very well. You want to play the game of Godfather, Godson. Go and learn it. Go to the student of how to be a Godson. It's simple. Go and learn how to be a Godson. You yourself. How to be cunning.
All right, please, the weather will just get to make it snappy.
No, bro. Don't play that game. Be here. You just come. You just come. But you are pushing. I'm not pushing you. Use my protest man. Are you going to stand on our nose and get a balance? You can't get a balance. You're standing on my nose. You are nobody. You can't come here and be what is your service. Go and relax. This is not Baba Sope something. Just wait. I'm not shouting. I don't pretend. But you are pushing. But don't pretend.
Let me handle it.
My friend, I just want to.
You guys are friends. Just take it.
No. I've been telling him to calm down. He's just supposed to calm down. So if he's that he's coming from that side, he has to take it like this. I'm gonna go and do it in Alausa. You don't know my concern.
Let's take it. Just take it.
Oh no, it's not a matter of it's not my thing. I just want to say, please, you can't stand. Wait, no, please. No. If you want to say, please. But you, no, I don't trust you. I don't trust me again. After you now don't spoil Nigeria. I beg.
You can take it easy.
Thank you very much. I know you are a very good learning colleague. Thank you.
Is it from your heart? Is it from your heart?
Now my colleague now. You don't do 20 years. Leave this away in the do.
All right. He said you have the form. That's no problem. All right, let's quickly move into what we've been discussing. You were not here when we discussed the state of emergency that was declared in Rivers State by the president of the nation. We would like to hear your own take on it. Is this constitutional for the president to declare state of emergency in that state?
Although it's supposed to take 48 hours before any government of the day or any government within the country to declare state of emergency, both the lower chamber and the upper chamber are supposed to have sat down and bring it to their table that they will reach the conclusion, the resolution between the upper chamber and the lower chamber before any government of the day can declare state of emergency in any state. But the states of the nation in the river states call for it. I think that's the major reason why the Mr. President did not wait for the due process.
What happened in River State that warranted that?
Oh, there are some threats. There are many threats.
From where?
From the militants.
From the militants?
Militants within that state that they actually want to bomb the pipeline.
And have they executed the threat?
You know, we can use what has happened in the past.
You know
what? We can use what has happened in the past to predict what may likely be in the future. They've done it severally. And a reasonable government will not wait till they blow the pipeline that is serving Nigeria. I think that's drastic action. People applauded it, and it's okay by Nigerians.
Now, let's quickly look at Wiki, the FCC minister, the kind of role he played in this, in what is happening in Rivers State. What kind of role would you describe it?
Wicked to me, I'll see him like the modern day Jesus Christ.
Modern day Jesus Christ.
Yeah, modern day Jesus Christ. Wiki has played his role. Wiki served the state diligently. Go and check all the projects done in Rivers State. No government, I repeat it, no government has ever come to Rivers State that surpassed the Wiki record. Wiki did marvelously, and his record is awesome. What I only perceive in the what's it called, his successor, Fubara, is that in as much as you don't like the kind of system that Wiki is playing, like a Fashola in Lagos State that doesn't, many of the Tinubu's successor, it's not everybody that is okay with the way Tinubu's are doing. But the first thing remains that this thing we are talking about is politics. Even within your family, not everybody that loves their father and their mother. So mother would have taken a process by asmarting his predecessor. How do I mean by asmarting? You have 27 lawmakers in his camp. You only have 2 or 3 within your side. What I was expecting from Fubara is to systematically be romancing those lawmakers within 2-3 years or 3.5 years in his tenure, so that the public opinion, the yearnings of the people that they don't really like Wiki will now come to pass. Because you cannot just find somebody who is more powerful than you within 6 months or 3 months. It's not done anywhere. A godfather, they call it godfather, the landlord. Wiki put all those tools in place. Wiki gave all these SSA, SA or whatever, those that are not supposed to even be in place. He gave them money in order to win the election for Fubara. He spent budget, even if it's government money or what have you. He state fund, he used all the state fund to put this guy into place. Sure, sir, what I was expecting from Fubara is to take chance, unlike how Fashola did. Many people love Fashola. No party that Fashola will go to that they will not want him, that he don't win Lagos State election. But he believes that if he actually go to other party, he may not still win.
But should that be the reason why Wike wants to be God over Fubara?
It's happened in every state. In every state, in most of the states in Nigeria, we always have godfather. But at times, the successor surpass the godfatherism of the godfather in that state and become godfather. Maybe that's what actually the father actually wants to do. In Sokoto, Wamako was the godfather before came into place. So he broke his jeans and he became the godfather. It was Lam, now later became Ladoja. Like that in so many other states like that. Then if you want to catch a thief, then you should behave like a thief. Not that you be leaning on a particular militant or a John nation that if you can do this, I will fight you. This is not a military combatant. This is not a military activity. This is a democracy. This is a democracy whereby you use people to win people. You use population to win the population. You win majority to win minority.
All right, let me go to the comment section. We have to make it very, very brief. Odeze Chima, just see human being. Wike, modern day Jesus Christ.
Yes,
Please tell this man that he shouldn't blaspheme against Jesus Christ, the God of the Christians.
Total blasphemy. I said maybe doesn't understand. Maybe doesn't understand my English. I did not call him Jesus Christ.
Say the modern.
I say modern day. When I mean modern day, there are some that are calling themselves Christ-like. I don't know. There are some people that call themselves Jesus Christ followership. When I mean modern day, I mean another kind of Jesus Christ in political arena, not as in the religious aspect of
Somebody
life.
is telling you to withdraw that statement.
I withdraw the statement by the majority.
All right.
By the majority.
Now that people don't welcome this state of emergency declared by the president of the country in Rivers State, don't you think the president should reverse it?
The government should not reverse it. I will not even advise the government to reverse it.
Right.
Because if you reverse it, there are two teams fighting for a particular thing. And the way we are seeing things, it will not even come to peace. Because the assembly, which the governor of the state are supposed to take the what's it called, representation to, according to Supreme Court. The assembly has been damaged. It has been demolished by the same governor due to impatience. So why would you think the government, the assembly, 27 lawmakers will now want to open their private home for governor to come and represent the same budget in their own their residential house with their family?
But the Supreme Court gave a verdict
That
telling the governor of the state, Fubara, to go represent the budget.
he did not mention the venue. The Supreme Court did not mention the venue. The Supreme Court
represent the budget. That's what
the Supreme Court thought the Fubara would have provided a very good ambience. And the good ambience is national.
Did the Supreme Court mention it?
The Supreme Court in every state where the legislator make their plenary session is assembly, their state assembly.
But it's been brought down.
Whose fault? Is it the lawmakers?
But the Supreme Court knows that.
Is it quoted here? Is it
But
quoted here? He said the Supreme Court no. Hello,
He was
Supreme
locked.
Court knows.
He was locked out.
Hello, Supreme Court
Fubara
knew.
was locked
Supreme
out.
Court knew. Supreme Court knew that the assembly has been damaged. The governor of the day who want to represent his budget would have provided a particular place. If I are the governor, I will provide a particular place, either one auditorium, either one hall, or whatever. You understand? I will now serve them diligently. Let us meet at so place. For example, in Lagos State, the governor of Lagos State can call the assembly that let us meet at TBS. Let us meet at Pero Hall. Let us meet at whatever. But you can't just go to somebody's house by not informing them, knocking their door by 10 o'clock. Residential place.
Do you believe
Residential.
that these lawmakers disobeyed the Supreme Court's order?
Eh?
Do you believe that these lawmakers disobeyed the
No,
Supreme Court's order?
that's fallacy.
That's fallacy.
Yeah, now that's fallacy. Fallacy of ignorantia. How would you say they disobey? They actually want this guy to serve them, to give them letter, to come and represent in a diligent place, in a very good atmospheric condition place. It's the governor that broke the assembly in the first place. It was one that doesn't have the patience.
He said
it was one
the
that
lawmakers that gave him 48 hours ultimatum. You still remember?
He said what?
48 hours ultimatum. At some point.
You mean the lawmakers?
Yeah.
Yes, now they are existing place in River State where they can meet instead of their residential. Don't you get that? Thing? There are many other places in Lagos State. It's not only the staff quarters of the lawmaker that you take the budget to now. Get it clearly. There are many places. There are National Theatre. There are National Stadium. There are Membo. Many other places, monumental, that they can take the plenary session to. Why would you want to come to my house? To expose my family.
Did they explain it to the governor? Did they tell the governor
Why would they explain to him?
Which means their body language.
If you are not biased, the governor is supposed to write them and tell them the venue. If possible, publish it. If possible, publish it. The same way you guys are sending publication and greeting people in the publication, publish it that I want to meet my governor in so place. Let him be published. Let it be official. Not that we just come to somebody's house by 10 o'clock and you want us to come and present budget. Which kind of budget? Do I know what you are bringing into my house? Would you want to expose I want to expose my family because you want to come and present budget to my house? It's not done. That's where the family stays. That's where their distance stays. Their same family, that's where they stays. They call the assembly quarters, not stadium. That is where they stays. Some of them have their entire family in that place, staying with them there. So they want somebody to just come there with hoodlums, thugs, to come and invade them. No!
That's an excuse.
No! I will not open that door. Open the door is exposing myself to danger. How would I somebody that I don't like, my enemy, to come to my house by 10 o'clock to come and do what's in my house? No, we better go to a neutral place. What are we saying here? It's just like you say the 20 lawmaker come and meet the governor in his residential place. Is it possible? Can he take it? Can he accommodate it?
Oh, yes, please, can you come closer?
Please, he can never.
I'll go small. Make I explain.
It's never come to me. It's never come to
No,
me.
I say please.
Okay, use the
Small,
one
make
place.
I get
This
space.
our
Like
life.
you know,
No
come
problem.
balance. Like,
Yeah, my
You say
friend.
we
But you know what I'm saying?
According to
Yes.
some of the sins,
You don't know Jesus Christ.
Fubara committed.
Forget about that one.
One
I
of them
apologize.
bringing down
Don't
the
bring that
states.
one. Modern day. I use the word modern day.
Then,
For 14 months,
a
he didn't
politician
rebuild it. Why?
as a
Was
modern
it
That's
Jesus
the
something
people in the
that
session line.
happened without any action?
What action led to that?
Whatever action that has led to that is an allegation.
For bringing down. Okay.
I'm telling you, it's an allegation of Fubara that he went as far as bringing down the. Do you know what it means to bring down the entire complex? It will take hours or whatever. There is a particular place, joint, where they normally meet and do some certain rubbish within the state assembly complex. We, instead of going there to do the normal legislative plan, they want to. They never even reach 1 week. They want to carry impeachment plan.
Yeah.
Bro, am I lying? Why would they never reach 1 week? 1 week. Now the next thing,
move.
They're asking all the whole commissioners week, every lawmaker now week. I say okay, allow this thing to be. Then you want to sit on this political structure that make somebody a governor. That is where the problem started. You want to sit there, bros. This thing that happened to Fubara, this happened to Wike, it happened to Amechi, it happened to all of them.
Yes.
What are we talking about? Why would you come here? Because Fubara don't get issue now. Una won't target them. Una don't target. Bro, you think that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is having upper hand on this issue? Bet me. Bros, bet me. You see, you know what I'm saying? It is, By the time we keep this, bros, what happened at the State Assembly in Lagos? Is it not enough to declare state of emergency? Is it not or not? Because the way and manner this thing goes, even if you look at the Supreme Court judgment, you will mock the entire judicial system. If you look at how the judgment, the Supreme Court, you're going to say this one full and tailored judgment. You don't need anybody to, Bro, go and listen to what Bola Ahmed Tinubu said when Jonathan declared state of emergency. Say you cannot bring any military rule. Nigeria, any state in Nigeria can be under any military rule in a democratic setting. If I talk now, you're going to say, no, I'm telling you. This is a man. No, this is a man. But you see the perception. You see the perception they have come now. I'm making reference to what Bola Ahmed Tinubu said. But now look at what he's doing. He has given the allocation to somebody because officer from River State want to take that position. They went and bring somebody from Cross River. Hey. And the person that brought this a kangaroo movement. This one. I always say it, whether I like it or not. I don't want to go there, but what I'm telling you, in honest truth is this: you cannot come here and be painting pictures, bro. Even in this Lagos Assembly, there are. If you go there, the day Merenda and some of them were having a problem, go and look at where the lawmakers were sitting. If they actually mean peace, whether the assembly is brought down or not, they can sacrifice a place. Bro, just like no, bro, I'm just saying. If actually say when I want AC, make AC the blow now. When can I know whether the governor will come and go? At a time, look at it very clearly. The Fubara has made certain moves in that regard. But at least a governor that has a mandate, Wike is an appointee. A mandate of over 6 million people in River State under 1 week of assumption of office, when I want to remove them, make the cripple and make we see.
All right.
You actually want to pinpoint into what you just said now.
Okay.
The father of democracy, Abraham Lincoln, in his word, he said that, I want to quote, that if we could first know where we were, where we are, and where we are tending, then we could better know what to do and how to do it. He's made mention about one particular thing that I just want to fix in now, that during Jonathan, Tinubu made a statement that blah, 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 the military should not be taken to somewhere for a state of emergency. He forgot that Tinubu was just an ordinary citizen of Nigeria, which the public opinion who embrace him, who want him to say whatever he likes to say. He has freedom of speech. And if Jonathan seeks into it, that means it's either he is irrational or irrational. The government have is the government of the day. The president have his mandate of the over 200 million Nigeria to decide on what he actually wants to do with his cabinet, not with one big voice. If we listen to what Tinubu said as at that particular time, as his own public opinion, against every other 199.9 million, that means he's a fool. Then, if Tinubu is not a fool, he won't listen to one person against over 400 million Nigeria in this kind of a case. That's why he's acting. So, what are we now saying here? Because even the person that happened to Simple Bara is not complaining the way you are complaining. Many Nigerians and most allies in Nigeria, they are applauding the situation so as to foster the peace. He may mention about one thing the other time that they brought in one crossover. The government in the day can bring anybody. When it happened in Ekiti, they did not bring an Ekiti person.
Are you sure how many Nigerians are?
They did not. Listen. They did not. Hello. Wait, I'm still talking. Hello. Femi Falana, like I rarely cited too. Femi Falana is a lawyer. I'm a media practitioner. He has his opinion, as I have mine. Femi Falana, we both graduated from the same school. So he has his own opinion as a Nigerian. I have my own as a Nigerian. He's a son. I'm a media practitioner to have shattered. So don't use Femi Falana as a generalization to generalize the whole of Nigeria.
He's not the only one that is condemning the move.
Likewise, many other people that you have not interviewed that doesn't have access. Hello, I'm still talking. I did not. So like I was saying, he made mention about one thing, that they brought in cross-river person during the fire shade period. They did not bring somebody from Ekiti. They brought in somebody from another Osun state, from Ogun state, Olorin. What are we making here? Why are we bringing fallacy of circumstantial here? Why are we bringing irrelevant cases? And they can bring an outside. They call it state of emergency. It doesn't mean they should bring somebody from your state. If they bring somebody from your state, maybe you think that that person is biased. It's called administrator, not familiarization, not my tribe. Get it clear. And you may mention about it is not Fubara that destabilize or damage the House of Assembly. Maybe he did not read the news very well. He followed them. He was there physically. The same way he went to house quarters that want to demolish that place before the elders in that state stopped him. He would have destroyed where he wanted to take the representation to. He would have destabilized that place too, because he went there the 5th day after he damaged vandalized the assembly. He went to their quarters. He wanted to do the same thing before the elders called him to order that he can't continue to be destroying the legacy of River State.
But you realize something led to all these things.
Why would somebody let me answer that thing within you. Why would a power tussle between two elements, the two gladiators in a state, and you as a governor destroying your state legacy, monumental? It's just like the way Fashola and Tinubu were fighting the other time. So Fashola will now go to National Theatre and destroy it because it's fighting Tinubu. Totally moribund, aggravating, disintegrating, totally uncompromising. How would a reasonable governor? You have not laid a common project. You have not laid anything, and you are destroying property. And that same thing that you destroyed, he cannot present case there again.
Oh yes, you have.
He cannot present.
The normal governor wouldn't do such.
A rational human being wouldn't do such.
If you go there today, you will see those structures there. I can tell you. If you still go there, what they are just looking at is something to lay hand upon. That this is what the government has committed. All these people,
Has he really committed it?
he never did that. He never did that. Oh God, he never did. He
would not put that in that.
He never did that.
Why hasn't he rebuked that?
Yes. How much was this? Oh God, let me tell you. How much? If actually Fubara carried out such action, it does not take anything. But that's not the issue. How many structures? Is it the whole government house? Is demolished? What are demolish all the whole government house in River State? Bro, no good know the reach all this. This guy has committed a crime.
Of course, the government has committed a crime.
You, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has committed a crime. And you are because he said, okay, wait, because
I will allow you to be insulting my number one president of the nation.
Because Okay, let me tell you. At this point, in time, you understand? You are disrupting me. I allowed you to talk. That is how you are obstructing me. You understand? I allow you to say all these kind of things. No, I allow you to say all the things you want to say. I never interrupted you. I never interrupted you. No, this is not a matter of sentiment. This is a matter of what is actually the problem. Can we go to the root of this problem? And you are here at your age encouraging godfatherism in a system like this. You are saying this something that has no constitutional bros. Normally, let us even look at this. On the normal ground, somebody powered made me a governor. A lot of people, there's nobody on this earth that did not enjoy the support of one or two people to get to where he is. Where would you not use that because you made me governor and heaven will not? Bros, it's total rubbish. I can say it 100%. Anybody, Bros, you have been talking before I came. Don't say you want to end up. You want to end up somewhere. You understand? But what I'm saying is that at this point where we find ourselves now, you understand? You went the way you brought the issue of subsidy in a haste. All of a sudden, state of emergency. Remember, before you declare state of emergency, there was no bombing anywhere. The governor has obeyed all the Supreme Court judgments in that regard. Bro, even if there's no place to say the government is going to present the budget, bro, if they are selfless. Bro, let me tell you, Mike, if we can be honest to ourselves, forget this, bureaucracy you are talking about. If these lawmakers, if they mean well, at that move, you are giving governor 48 hours. Then if you are giving governor 48 hours and this assembly is demolished, where do you want the governor to present the budget for 48 hours? Since there's no assembly. No, bro, since there's no assembly. No, I'm asking you. This is not, bro. The lawmaker said 48 hours. Then where would you want the governor to present the budget if there's no national assembly? No, bro, you know what I'm telling you? You understand? It has come to a level that there's a lack of perception of reality in the way we reason and portray things. That's why Nigeria is like this. Yes. You only take on that angle because you are nepotic mindset will not allow you to have a broader view of when oppression and suppression is coming on your way. Yes. Bro, what Tinubu is doing in Rivers State, maybe they look at Fubara. That Fubara you are seeing, Ijo, bro, let me tell you, it is the turn of the Ijo people to do what? To produce. I'm not talking about Bombay. I'm not talking about Bombay governor. Calabari, Ijo, and all those areas to produce governor. And this man was served under you. You understand? And you remember Wike when he was saying that once he hand over to this man, I don't have anything again. Didn't he say it?
Or you see her?
What are we seeing now? And Nigerians, because of wickedness, demons, bro, that's the reason why I want Nigeria to break. You see the reason clearly. No, I don't have any reservation. Nigeria must break so that you go and put your mentality. I think the Tinubu is educated, is enlightened. He cannot be able to create a policy that can fix Nigeria. But we're having 196 naira, 1,100 per liter. That is bad leadership. I'll tell you that.
In as much as I love my brother, one love keep us together. I will not want my brother to go astray. It's my brother. I love him so much.
You don't love me. You don't love me.
And I wouldn't want Nigeria
to say you love me. No, go for your own.
I'm talking now. Because one, I wouldn't want us to break as a Nigeria. I want to be seeing him every day. He's my very good friend.
You will see him.
Nigeria, we've been together for over 65 years. And by the special grace of God, we continue to live together. No Biafra, no Dudua. The one Igbo was saying is just saying trash. You know what I'm saying? But one love keep us together. Let me now come back to his thing. He said, and I want to quote him, that the lawmaker gave him 48 hours. Bible made us to realize that My people perish because they lack intuition, knowledge. Knowledge is a governor of a state has different departmental places. They have information departments, they have strategy, they have communication. They gave you 48 hours. They did not give you 6 hours. They did not give you 1 day. 48 hours make 2 days. A publication in a paper will only take you 6 days and 6 hours. Why don't you just go to the Punch of this world, the Nation of this world, that I've met with my lawmakers, and they said we are meeting in a place. Have they reached an agreement? Even if it's their residential, publish it. Let people see it. You can't just go to somebody's house without the third party knowing what has transpired, because it has gone to the level of 2 of them becoming an enemy. Lawmakers are on one side.
But they had the one that said they gave him 48 hours to represent.
You are not getting what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They gave. I'm still saying it. If they gave him 48 hours,
and they still lock him out.
You are not getting it.
I'm getting
you are not getting it. They gave him 48 hours, 2 days. 2 days. Communicate. I've gone with them. We have not reached an agreement. Because you said you want to come to their house, and they say you should not come to my house. Provide a neutral place. Within that 20, you have many places. It's all about just what if somebody want to celebrate a birthday. Is this guy that first of us promote or advertise Tinubu's birthday? I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm not. I'll wait for you. No problem. We are still Nigerian, both of us. Nothing is splitting us. So, as I was saying, he's supposed to have sent one person from the department to go and publish it. That let us meet at so place, not in their own residential place. Thank you very much.
Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute before I go. I celebrate everybody here, and I celebrate all the viewers all over.
Nigeria will not divide.
No, you understand. That is your prayer anyway. But what I'm saying is that when the Supreme Court issued that judgment, it takes 7 days for the government to, be able to get the copies of the brief. And before that 7 days, to be able to study the Supreme Court judgment, you gave. Instead of allowing time for the government, for the governor or the government of the state to study the Supreme Court judgment, after immediately they issued this thing, he said 48 hours. Bro, where is it done? You didn't allow the governor, the River State, to even study, which is normal.
Pressure.
Don't worry. We are shut down. That is where the issue lies. Then you are giving a governor that has over 5 million people mandate. Then the governor said, issue a statement in that regard. Please wait till we get this thing, this thing from copies of the judgment from the Supreme Court. Then we'll be able to study the verdict. You say 48 hours.
To round it on my brother. It seems my guy doesn't really know the protocol within the government itself. Because one, they have Attorney General, they have judiciary within the state. It is not the governor that will study the Supreme Court judgments. Okay. He has people that will tell him, he has people that will read it and that will explain it to him. It's not the work of the governor to understudy the judgments. So let's get it. God bless Nigeria. We are together. One love, keep us together. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Is it your first? All right, let's have you. Wait, I'm the first. I'm the first. Yeah. All right, let's put down your chance. Okay, no problem. In Rivers State. The crisis in Rivers State. Good morning. May good Lord bless you people and stretch you. Yeah, for what is rocking in Rivers State, it's a very good movie. In Rivers State, the president have already acted the way he's supposed to act, but in one way he failed. So, putting state of emergency and using a military man put as a governor, a retired military man, and which is not from the River State, from Akwa, that means it's panky friends they are doing in it. But what they are doing, look, some people say that Kubera tell the Joy youth, I mean, the people that fundraise
the pipeline. Do you know that Tuesday that this such thing happened? All of them went to Abuja, go with the elders to settle the matter. That day, on it, the president declared state of emergency. So how are you going to say that it is the governor that gave the Ujo people signal to blow the pipeline? How can it happen? Have you been said the man is in the seat as a governor of River State? That is what he will talk. That is what I can blame himself. We are the one. Or when he's there, you will say that I am not the people who did it. That I am not the one that sent them. But why people are putting blame on him? And Wike, nobody's putting blame on Wike. And Wike is the one that caused the problem in River State. And this is what let Yaradua have solved out. Now, Ahmed Tinubu, bring it back. My brother, I don't think that fight will end. Like one of our reviewers said, he said it is God's work. Let God keep on doing the work.
God's work.
Let God keep on doing it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ben Jack. Let's have a Kunle here. Good morning once again.
Yeah, good morning. Thank God for life, and it's good to be here again. And good morning, the viewers, good people around there. I thank you. God bless you all.
All right, according to Amechi, the former governor of that state, he said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot appropriate such powers to himself. I'm looking at what Latif, the Attorney General of the Federation, said that Wike did not play any role in the political crisis that is going on in River State, especially the declaration of state of emergency in the state. What's your take on it?
Yeah, my take in about what Amici said. I think Amici just graduated from law school, and somebody like Fagbemi, take it or leave it. When you're talking of the erudite judges, erudite lawyer, erudite son, give it to that man. And I can tell you wholeheartedly, the crisis that is on ground now, let me snowball into that crisis. The crisis that is on ground now is the godfatherism we are saying. It's all about courtesan. It's all about courtesan, that you swear oath, you will have to drink blood, you have to do all sorts of things to just for the loyalness to stand. Did Fubara want to tell me it did not go through that route? Did Fubara want to tell me it did not go through that route with Wike? That you must commit something down for me to believe in your loyalty. And that's why I say, what you cannot finish, don't start it. Don't start it. What you cannot finish, don't start it. And let's go back to what is happening. What is happening between Wike and Fubara? We are just saying it today. It's not today that we are just saying such. We see Obaseki and his deputy then. You remember how his deputy helped Obaseki to get to that throne, and he really supported Shuaibu. Yeah, Shuaibu. You know, so it has been like that until we eradicate godfatherism in our politics. We should be expecting more of Wike crisis, more of Fubara crisis. So don't let us be jumping around or dancing around the street and say that I support it, I support that. When they were having their conversation, none of you guys were here. When they took themselves into a secret house for them to take an oath, nobody was there. And it's applicable to all the governors. All the governors you have in Nigeria. That is why when they are leaving, they always make sure they brought, their successor to continue. And the successor too must have taken such an oath with them. So the practice of democratic system we are practicing is not fully democratic.
All right, Kule, are you among the Nigerians calling for the reversal of this emergency rule in Rivers State?
I will not call for that, because the tension has to die. Calm down. The tension has to calm down before we can be talking of lifting the emergency rule. The tension has to calm down because everything is still tense for now. We don't even know what those guys are planning any longer. The likes of Asari Dokubo he has gone underground. Nobody knows what he's planning. And I can tell you, no matter their plans, they cannot turn Nigeria upside down. They cannot blow up Nigeria in our presence. Because if they are fighting for Fubara, let them keep that fight within Fubara space. If they are fighting for Wike, let them keep that fight within Wike space. We want peace around the nation. And mind you, as they are, these guys, what they are risking is a lot of damages they are risking now. Because as it is now, they say when two elephants fight, it's the grass they suffer. It's the citizen of the, what's it called, River State that are suffering all these things now. And they were not part of the agreement when they started all this, their godfatherism. So to me, Nigerian first, the citizen first. When two elephants fight, the citizens ought not to suffer. And why everything is happening like this? Because we, the citizens, we've slept in slumber so much that the government that belongs to us, the non-state, the state actors, I call them the state actors, the governors, the president, they hijack it. Because we fail to uphold what belongs to us, which is the democracy. Government of the people, by the people, for the people.
All right, Nathaniel Abu is saying emergency rule is not the problem. Please, we are talking about suspension of an elected governor here. Okay, Victor Oruma, a lot of Nigerian youth are acting blindly and ignorantly due to bigotry and nepotism. The president is just on one side and not the interest of the people.
The state of emergency, they say, is not today. Except the guys that are going against it, they don't know what is inside the constitution or what the next step they have to take. So until Nigeria start boiling, it's not the first time they declare state of emergency. State of emergency was declared under President Obasanjo. Under Jonathan too. So what are you now saying? So they should leave them and be burning and be looking at them.
Okay, the state of emergency has to come to stay. Nobody is bigger than the state. That's what I was saying. All right, Uche, Gene, but the constitution spells out conditions to declare a state of emergency, and the current situation in Rivers does not meet the conditions. The NBA has come out to say this. Why are we this dumb?
Either you like it or not, either you support Fubara, the National Assembly, they are going to ratify that emergency rule that is on ground now. So you cannot go to court. You cannot go to Supreme Court. If you like, go to World Court. But it has come to stand. State of emergency has come to stand.
Right.
So to the non-state actors, swallow your pill, man.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Let's have two people together. Let's have two people together. Sorry, Oluwawan. Was here before you. Mr. Lucky, please. Can you come? Okay. Sorry. You were here before Mr. Lucky.
Yeah. No, no, I was here. When did you come?
I can't figure out that. All right. Let's look at it. Can the bombings of or the blowing up of oil pipelines in River State be linked to the governor of the state, Fubara?
No, actually, from the good morning, viewers all over the world, you're welcome to the stand. I'm Mr. Ojelajide. See, I watched Fubara about last week when he was telling his supporters that it's not yet time. When it's time, I will tell you, just relax. I cannot, you can't really say exactly what he meant by I will tell you when it's time to act. I don't really know. He didn't say specifically what they should do. But there are some steps of things you take or some things you will do that can be traced to some development, to some happening that you are likely liable that so thing coming up is a result of what you have said. See, what I wanted to say about River State matter is that Mr. President, the state of emergency declared is timely. I give kudos to Mr. President for doing that. Why am I saying though? Why am I saying that? It's timely. It came at the right time. Okay. It came at the right time because if Mr. President has not taken that decision at that time, he took it. Okay. What will happen is this: Fubara will have gone to State High Court to secure court order, an injunction stopping the State Assembly from going ahead with impeachment. And because that's the shopping center where they get court order. And lawmaker Amawele too will have gone to Federal High Court and secure court order, backing them. That means we have two court orders, both of them. against in support. And for what be claiming, I've got order stopping you from going ahead with impeachment. And am I really be saying I've got court order from High Court backing me to continue with impeachment? That means we have two conflicting court judgments, court injunctions, both of them holding to it. Then, and I know Amanuele will go ahead and say that pass both of no covenant, impeach him, and the man will remain nervous. He will hold on to the one he got from State High Court, saying no, you have been stopped from continuing with the your impeachment plot. And then both of them will mobilize their different supporters from the states to begin to clash with themselves. That means the state will be on fire. So that is why federal government have seen that this is likely this is what will happen. But the only help Obama has is to go to court against court injunction to stop them. They will also have court injunction to back themselves up to. So both of them will be holding to different court orders. And then they will now mobilize their supporters to clash against themselves. Then in that case, the whole river state will be burning. So government at the federal level has seen this ahead and quickly came to intervention of stopping that thing from happening. That's why I'm applauding Tinubu for coming rightly, bringing that state of emergency to make sure that does not happen in River State. So that is what state of emergency has brought. The government calls it because you demolish as in the Supreme Court judgment is stated here, you demolish State House of Assembly, a designated place constantly recognized for them to hold in their session. It was contained in Supreme Court judgment that you, because in the fear that in suspicion that you'll be impeached, you demolish a House of Assembly. While the State House where you're holding your own office was demolished, will you go to court and demolish court where the government is holding their session? Will you go to court and demolish court building? Your own state house, state house, where you're holding as a governor, was it demolished? Why was you go and demolish a constitutional recognized place for a third arm of government to be holding? So it caused the problem for himself. So how would you now go to assembly quarters, an essential place to go and present a budget, a place of residence where their family and themselves are living? So he caused the man, he took a wrong step, and now this assembly, the state of emergency could be extended. Yes, the president has the prerogative of extending this if he feels that what is going on there is not yet conducive enough. So I applaud President Tinubu for timely pronouncing that state of emergency. For timely pronouncing. I'm telling you, because of what I've just explained to you. But Fubara will not sit back and watch Amanuele continue to go to continue with that impeachment.
All right,
he will have secured a constitution.
I'm still coming back to you. Mr. Lucky, how are you doing, sir? Welcome on the program.
My brother, just short of word this morning, tired.
How do you and other Nigerians perceive the move by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? And how do you think this will impact the legitimacy of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration? The move by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Rivers State.
You see the mood of Nigeria, see the reaction of Nigeria. If you vote now against, this will happen in Rivers State, declaration of state of emergency. If you vote in Nigeria now, I tell you, Bola Tinubu will not get 2 or even 1. 99 will vote against. You are now using demolishing state of assembly. Where were they holding their meetings? Was state of assembly just demolished now? They were still holding meetings. Edo State, when the same thing happened, renovating National State of Assembly, when they were in Abuja, romancing with Oshomole, sort of staying Edo to do their business. The governor, demolished and started rebuilding. I don't understand me. Did they even fall? I want to ask you a question.